Greetings, beautiful and radiant beings. I hope you are all well. My name is Zephyr. I'm a licensed massage therapist, bodywork professional. I am a shamanic practitioner. I do sound healing. I'm a Reiki master teacher. I'm a psychic intuitive, and I'm here to share with you messages from spirit. Now, for those of you that have been following my channel for a while, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate all of you very much. I took a couple of days off from doing daily messages. The energy of the lunar eclipse that happened in Taurus was very powerful. I checked it out. There was a lot of planets in the fixed signs, and I'm an Aquarius sun sign, and it really just affected me a lot stronger than I thought it was going to. Aquarius is one of the fixed signs, and yeah, so there's been some really big energy, some big developments that have happened within my home life and within some friend circles. So it's been pretty huge. So I took a little bit of time off and honored myself, very much what I speak to all of you. So beautiful beings, wherever you are at, connect with your breath. Notice what your breath does to your body, how it expands and contracts. Send your attention to the tip of your tailbone and connect with the earth beneath you and draw that vibration into your root chakra. Thank you, angel spirits, guides, for all of the messages that you've shared, and thank you for all of the messages that are on their way. What is it that you have to share with the collective right now? What are the messages that most need to be heard in this time? Thank you, angel spirits, guides. Beautiful beings, these messages are general, so whatever resonates with you, please do take that, and anything that doesn't, let it go. All right. Ooh, getting flippy. All right. One more card. So we'll get all the cards on the table and I'll explain to you how I read. All right. Who wants to go where? You're saying right here. Okay. So let's see here. So for those of you that are new to my channel, welcome, welcome. The way that I read is from left to right, and this is your energy right now. This is what is going on in your life. And this energy that's vertical is what Spirit's jumping in and saying, hey, you got something that you need to pay attention to, or there's something that's coming up in the very near future. Now, normally I read with these 5 cards. Occasionally, a 6th card will jump out, and that is also something that Spirit has to share that needs to be known. All right, and we'll talk about that card in just a second, but this center card is the energy that is coming up for you the most right now, and that is internal journey work. So yes, we are in the middle of 2 eclipses. We're in the middle of the lunar eclipse, which was in Taurus, and the solar eclipse, which is in Sagittarius. And this the Sagittarius solar eclipse, it marks the beginning of a new cycle of eclipses. So the way eclipses happen is they move around the astrology chart just like everything else, like the sun, like the planets. And so we're moving into Sagittarius as Sagittarius, and I don't remember the opposite one because I'm drawing a blank right now. So for those of you out there that have that information, you can drop that in the comments. But we're working with Sagittarius energy coming up, and that's really powerful. It's about sending our energy forward. You know, we've been working through some really deep energy lately, and it's time for us to move forward. And right now, some of you are really in the midst of some really profound internal work. we've got this burdens card that came up. And for those of you that follow my channel and have heard me talk about this energy, it's not so much about burden, but in this card, it's an ant carrying a gigantic leaf. And for me, that's the symbol of us doing or carrying a lot of energy, working with something that's very big, okay? And, you know, right now we've got that internal work. So some of you are doing some really, really big and powerful work that is gonna help to transform your life in amazing ways. We've got the unlimited possibilities card that also came out in your right now. So this work that you're doing, you're clearing up karma, you're really transforming your life in a powerful way. It's leading you to really some of the biggest transformation that you're going to experience in your life. Okay? And Spirit's jumping in and saying, you know, this is the emotional release card. Spirit's saying you're letting go. You're letting go of the emotional baggage that you've been holding on to, and it's time to just be done with it. And then we've also got the grounding card, and Spirit's reminding that as you're doing this deep work, as you're going into the process of why is it that I keep attracting these people? Why is it that this keeps happening to me? You're doing this work, and Spirit's saying, look, you're gonna shed that. It's absolutely happening. And in order to do that, we have to ground into something. And Spirit's reminding that when you have your truth, you need to ground into that, okay? And then the perception card came up. So as if it wasn't just challenging enough that you're doing all of this work, Spirit's coming in and saying, hey, you're going through a perceptual shift. Like everything that you thought is going to be something different. And you're transforming in such amazing ways that you might not recognize who you were. And for some of you, you're stepping back from what was, and you're looking and you're going, okay, there's that, and I don't know about any of that, and I'm gonna have my own path forward, right? Why does it have to be this or that? You know, when we step back, we have the opportunity to see what is and then create a new trajectory. So not only are we doing some deep internal work here, we're Spirit saying, hey, we're all looking back and we're all gaining this greater perspective on what life has to offer, and it's all leading us into really just some beautiful opportunities, right? We've got the unlimited possibilities card. All right. We will find some clarification on a few different things. We will look at grounding and burden and emotional release and unlimited possibilities and grounding. So thank you, angel spirits, guides, for the messages that you have shared. What is it that the collective needs to know about this grounding and burden energy? What is it that you have to share? So first off, we got the Let It Go card. Spirit saying, talk about this one first. So, yes, clear the throat, pay attention. Some of you out there really need to hear this. So when my throat does this, kind of like, my throat chakra's like, that's kind of like Spirit coming in and saying, hey, are you paying attention? You know, it's that nudge from a friend that's going, hey, are you paying attention? Hey, wake up in class. Duh, hello. So the Spirit's saying, talk about this let it go energy first. So I talked a little bit about this burden energy that was coming up. and this heavy weight that we're carrying. And Spirit is reminding you that it's okay to just release that. It's okay to find a place where you don't need to deal with that anymore. And there are ways to not deal with it that are peaceful. And Spirit's reminding you that it's good to do that in a way that is kind and compassionate. All right. And Spirit's also saying, hey, sometimes when you share your truth, the other person might not receive it in the way that is the best for them. Very there are very few times in life when we can absolutely communicate our truth, our strongest truth, and it's 100% received, really awesome by the other person. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's like, oh, that hurts. It feels like it's ripping a band-aid off, and that's not always great. But sometimes we got to rip the band-aid off and just kind of move forward. And we should make sure that we do that as compassionately as we can, as kindly as we can, because that's fair to them. It's not fair to them. If we're having something in our life and we're looking to release, it's not fair to another person to just slaughter them, right? We can have separation without war. We can go separate ways without creating a battle. And so if that's what's happening, it's time to let that energy go. If that's your case, let that energy go. All right. And it's all part of your deep work, and that's the questions to ask. Why is it that this person, or maybe this person, has characteristics of what it is that is coming up? All right. So time to let that energy go. Now we've also got the spiritual laws of attraction. And Spirit's saying, all right, let's, that's an avenue that someone's taking, and let's talk about this avenue as well. So we've got the spiritual laws of attraction, and with this burden energy and internal journey energy and unlimited possibilities, this is actually a really powerful combination of energy right here, and there's this big energy that some of you are carrying in, and we've got the spiritual laws of attraction. In this card, Melchizedek is holding on to Metatron's cube, and Metatron's cube is a sacred geometrical shape, which I don't really have. I mean, I have one hanging up above, but I can't really show you all that. If you're interested, it's very easy to search for. But it's really the creation of the universe. It holds all of it holds all of the geometry for everything that we experience in life, and so it's a powerful tool for manifestation and creation. But coming back to these cards, some of you are doing this internal work and you're bringing something in that's very powerful. You're bringing something in that's very powerful. And with that, Spirit is saying you have these really beautiful opportunities to share everything forward, and to create change. Okay? Spirit's reminding you that whatever the circumstance is, you have to make sure that you are grounding your energy. And some of you out there, this all might seem like you are a magician, okay? This grounding card is a representation of all four elements. In here, we've got the sun, which represents the fire element. And then we've got the leaves. And for me, leaves, they represent a little bit of water. They draw water through the plant, or the tree gives the leaves water, and as the breeze blows through, it gives the effect of waves, right? So for me, the leaves in the tree represent water, and then we've got the roots, in the earth, and of course that represents earth to me. And then we've got a feather, which represents air, and in the center there is an acorn. And to me, that is the culmination, the combining of all of the elements to create spirit. So for some of you, you're really working with this magical energy, and spirit saying, hey, make sure you share with them that your words are really powerful. The words that you use and share and talk about, you bring about. Okay, so spirit's saying, just be aware that the things that you're talking about, you're bringing about. Okay, so as you're bringing this big energy in and doing your internal work, you've got really powerful opportunities to share that out. All right. Yeah. All right, angel spirits, guides, what is it that you have to share about burden and emotional release? Things are coming together. Oops. Well, that's nice. Positive changes. Positive changes. Yes, positive changes. Okay. So everything is coming together, okay? And for those of you that are in this situation of separation, or you're working with another person, Spirit is reminding you to take a look and see what is going on with them as well, okay? The card see the other person's point of view came up, and that's a really great reminder to do that. And wherever it is, you know, with the emotional release, sometimes when it's an emotional release, it can be with another person. You know, if this is just an emotional release and you're letting go of your own internal things, maybe a little bit different. But if it's because you're creating space, you know, with another person, Spirit's saying, take a look at what's going on, right? You know, it's time for you to let go. You know, we've got this carrying heavy energies card, and if that is, you know, what you are doing, if you're carrying other people's big energy, time to let it go. You know, let go of the emotional release. You know, it's not your job to heal other people. Okay, we are all our own healers, and those of us that recognize that we do help and we do provide healing, you know, it is part of our job to simply be light and to help illuminate people around us. We don't light other people's candles and turn them on, right? I mean, some of you probably do, but for the most part, you know, those of us that are in healing roles, you know, like, we don't own, beautiful beings, you don't own somebody else's healing process. They own that themselves. That is what Spirit wants to say. And whatever it is that is going on with them, try to be compassionate. Again, we've got, you know, Avalokitesvara, and that's one of the Buddhas. And, you know, when Buddha comes up, when Buddha energy comes up, I'm always reminded of compassion. Be compassionate. Heart chakra energy. Try to practice as much unconditional love as you absolutely can. And we've got fertility. So for some of you out there, you know, this energy is coming in very strong, and Spirit is reminding that it's release, just let it go, okay? As you do that, everything is going to come together. We've also got the yoga card. You know, yoga is a really great practice. It doesn't necessarily mean just do the postures, but also practice the other things. Practice the meditation, practice contemplation, practice doing right by yourself and by others. So there's some of that. So practicing some of that will help to aid you in your journey. And what was that, Spirit? Spirit says something about letting just like in this card, Spirit's bringing my attention to the water drops and the leaves. And it's like Spirit's saying, let the let the emotional baggage roll off you as though it was a drop on a leaf. And in doing all of that, let it all come together. You come together as a whole, right? Some leaves hold on to water, and that water will collect in the leaf until so much collects that it all falls open like this, and then the leaf springs back up. And so Spirit's saying, let that happen, let that release happen, let all that heavy water go, okay? And you're going to be bringing it all together, and it all comes through so that you can continue to be whole in yourself and move into these unlimited possibilities. Okay. So emotional release and unlimited possibilities. Spirit saying, go for this deck. All right. So angel, spirits, guides, thank you for the messages that you've got. Emotional release and unlimited possibilities. What is it that you have to share? Angel, spirits, guides, what is it that you have to share about that? That's the one. So we've got card number 39, it's variance. And this is the secret language of light. It's a new deck for me, so I'm very excited for that. So the message that's coming through for me with this is that in these unlimited possibilities and this emotional release, it's all about your internal journey. And for some of you, you might be weighing out this energy of what it is that is coming up. And you're looking at the differences from what this could be to what that could be. And you're seeing all of the different things. We've got the perception card that also jumped out. And so some of you are really stepping back and you're weighing what it is, right? If I hold on to this energy, I'm going to, get this, and, it's going to take me in this way. So some of you are really tapping into some powerful travel energy of your mind and looking at all of these different possibilities and weighing out what this energy is all about, right? And some of you are going into all of that. And the Spirit's saying, don't get into analysis paralysis with this, but have some trajectory for where you want to go, as these releases are happening, or maybe you're the person that's just thinking about, well, if I do this, then this will happen, or if this, then that. And Spirit's saying, in the land of what if, there are unlimited possibilities, and that in itself can be the other edge of the sword, right? The sword will cut two ways, okay? So it can also cut backwards and really hold us in this place and wound us. But we want to, cut the ether and move forward, right? So we need to make sure that we don't get stuck in the land of what if, right? So there is some benefit to weighing out some of these energies, but Spirit's saying, have a trajectory and go towards it, all right? And then I'm also really drawn to these angel wings that are in this card. Hopefully I'll hold it in a couple of different places. I'm not sure where the light ring is gonna, where it's gonna pick up, or the light is gonna reflect off the card. But anyways, there's these beautiful angel wings, and there's this, it's like the person's chakras are all aligned, and their higher self is standing out here, and there's this energy that's going out on the horizon, and there's angel wings that are out there. And Spirit's saying, hey, look, the path that you choose through the work that you're doing it's going to lead you to this really beautiful and powerful place. Okay. Thank you, angel spirits, guides. All right, now let's have some clarification on unlimited possibilities and grounding. Angel spirits, guides, there we go. Of course. Through this time of great work that you're doing, whether it's the awesome work that you're doing with bringing things in and expanding outwards, or you're creating huge change in your life, Spirit's reminding you that you absolutely must nurture yourself in all of this. It's okay to take some time away. It's okay to not want to, jump into the friends group and, do all of the things that everybody's doing. It's okay for you to take time for yourself, beautiful beings. Spirit's reminding you of that. Okay. We'll pull some final messages. Angel spirits, guides, what else do you have to share? Surrender. Surrender your need to control the outcome. Just be with life in the present moment. Absolutely. It's okay, like I just said, it's okay to let go. All right, angels, there we go. Starseed, raise the vibration of the planet through your radiant, loving light. Yep, that is what you're doing, beautiful beings. Just like this card right here, the variance card, right? You're a starseed. You're meant to be here. Your purpose is bigger than working in an office. And maybe that's what you do. That's great. And your light is helping to raise the vibration, right? You're activating things on a big level to create change on the planet. So thank you, beautiful being. All right. What else do we have? There we go. Strength. You are being guided by the cosmos. Stay strong. A positive outcome is assured. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's really reassuring, especially considering there is some heavy energy that's coming up right now for some of you, this emotional release energy, okay? Remember to be strong, beautiful beings. One more. Go. Signs. The universe has been gently nudging you forward by revealing to you signs and synchronicities. Yeah, beautiful beings. Just as a reminder, the seeing repeating numbers is a really powerful sign. Seeing the same animals all the time, and this isn't your domesticated dog or domesticated cat or the cows or whatever. This is animals out in nature. That are present with you. If you're continuing to see them, Spirit's bringing you signs. It's okay to ask, what is this sign about? If you don't have a clue already, seeing repeating numbers, seeing angel numbers 444, 666, 888, 222. Those are all angel numbers. 1111. Those are all numbers and signs from the universe that you're on the right path, or there's something for you to pay attention to. Beautiful beings, those are the messages for today. Thank you for all of the comments, the likes, the shares. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Until the next time, may you be blessed with abundance, love, joy, light, and happiness.